Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors, and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. Friends, this is where the Valley's favorite real estate agent comes to tell you everything you need to know about buying or selling your home. Now, here are your hosts this morning, Kelly Warren and Jim Warren.
Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we talk about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. So this morning I wanted to get things. Yes.
Don't I get an introduction?
Oh, in the studio with me this morning is your co-host and our friend, handsome Jim Warren.
Thank you.
There you go.
From now on, I would like a proper introduction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take the floor, Jim. Do you have anything important that you'd like to say this morning?
That was it. I just like people to know I'm here.
Any small talk? I was going to jump right into it. I'm like, let's go today.
I know.
You're like, calm down.
Well, I think people could tell when you're in a hurry.
Okay.
And the time's the time, so it's not really going to be any faster.
You're right. I'm just that personality sometimes where I just want to dive right into things. I'm excited about what we're going to talk about, so I just like, let's get there. And Jim wants to talk about the weather. So it's May. It's warm, finally. Rainy and warm.
I heard 80 degrees. I'm loving it. Yeah, that's my kind of temperature.
Kids are almost done with school.
I know.
If anybody out there is experiencing that.
Yeah.
I saw the funniest video this week. Totally off topic. Now you've lost all of my drive to get into our conversation.
We had a real plan, but now we're gone.
Wait a second. So the funniest video about May-cember, like how December is such a busy month and May is like right there with that. If you've got school-age children, what the schools do to us as parents is, in November, I've got like fresh energy. The days are short. The evenings are long. It's cold and crappy outside, so you don't want to go out and do anything anyway. I've got energy for things like book reports and science fair projects and the stuff that they give kids to do that they really know is parent homework.
You're not supposed to be doing your kids' book reports.
They give us these things in May. And so in May, you have Dress Like a President and this famous speech and a walking tour of Canfield and all of these trips, camp this and DC that and field trip here and go to the zoo and money for everything. Send in $20 every single day. Like, and then we have an eighth grader and we have a senior. So final class picnic, final class field trip, final class assembly, final class everything. It's like overwhelming, is it not? As the father, are you not experiencing this in the way that I am?
So we grew up different, My mom was real chill and like calm and like, it'll happen or it won't. Doesn't really matter.
Oh man, I gotta do
everything. Right. So
woo. Okay. So anyway, we're talking about real estate today. Jim just found me into a tangent.
Too funny.
So before we dive into this, I did want to throw a little ad out there, if you will. We are hiring. We are a growing team. We have been so busy with so many buyer and seller requests and appointments that our team is looking for a few more real estate agents. So if you have ever thought about selling real estate, the best thing about being a real estate agent is this is a career and a business that you can get into at any point in your life.
Yep.
So if you are retired from another job, if you're working a career and you just don't love it and you want a change of pace, if you've been a stay-at-home parent for a number of years and your kids are getting older and you'd like to jump into a career, anything, real estate is such a great opportunity. Yeah. We've got some young agents right now and they're doing great with the technology end of things. So really, anywhere you are in life's journey, if you've ever thought about becoming a real estate agent, I'd love to talk to you. You can give me a call or a text at 330-717-2689. You could, of course, always go online to kellysoldit.com. And online you will find, I believe we have a careers tab. And, of course, you can email Ask Kelly at kellysoldit.com if you have any questions about getting into real estate. So there you go. A little plug for our growing team.
Nice.
Okay.
You're very animated today. You're like your hands are moving and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, anyway,
you have extra energy today.
I do.
Like I haven't seen you all morning, and now you're like, go.
I got stuff to do. I got a busy week here. We're going this week to a real estate convention in LA.
Yeah, we're going to Los Angeles this week.
Yeah. we're busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Love it. And selling houses. And I've been looking at our numbers lately, and we are doing well. Number one team in the Valley in both units and volume.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to buy or sell real estate, why don't you do it with the best? You're going to pay the same for any real estate agent. You might as well use the one that's going to give you the best
The one who
pictures
sells
and
more homes
marketing
than
and
anybody.
knows everybody and gets it done, right?
You
So,
got it.
okay. So topic today, now that we're 5 minutes into the show, and we have not even talked about the topic.
We're going to have to take a commercial break. Dave's going to start yelling at us over there.
We are talking about transitioning into senior living. So this week we got to join Ohio Living, which is the Park Vista community, and they have different ones across the state at a moving expo. And it really eye-opening for me. What a beautiful facility that they have there.
Nice.
And so I got to talk to several residents there, and I got to talk to some prospects who were looking at moving into the community, and some of the employees and sales staff there about why somebody would choose to do that. So we've talked about downsizing before and maybe selling your home and getting into a small condo or something. And that might be your transition in life. You may not be the senior living person. You may say, I want my condo. That would be Jim. Later in life, Jim will say, I want my condo or my boat. And I don't want to talk to other people, and I don't want to do other things, and I just want to go sit in the dark corner by myself.
It's not going to be dark. I'm on a boat.
Okay.
It'll be sunshine all the time. It never
Sunshine
rains
all
in the
time.
Caribbean.
That's my life with Handsome Jim. What a saying.
That's my new slogan, sunshine all the time.
So I got a few tips from some of the residents and some of the salespeople there. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that transition into that phase of life. And the first tip that I heard more than anything else from these folks.
Mm-hmm. So this is from the residents who moved into the place.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you think the number one best thing that they would say?
I have no idea.
I was surprised by this answer. Don't wait.
Pack groceries.
Don't wait. No, you're well fed there.
Oh, nice.
But they said don't wait. They said it's a very nervous thing and a very hard thing for you to do to make that decision and to go into that. And they all said they wish they would have done it sooner.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
They seemed very happy. They love it there. There's all different sorts of plans there, but the common overall vibe was if you're thinking about it, if you're considering about it, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was fantastic. I love to hear that from people. And so another great thing that they said was one of the worriers, one of the stress causers in it, why people wait is that they don't have help, that they feel like it's such a big move to sell your home and to downsize and to think about where you're going and to pack and to get rid of things that you don't need and, all that. And so they said that's part of people's worry, but they said there are helpers everywhere. Look for the helpers. And I loved that. I thought that was so sweet. And so we would love to be one of those helpers for you.
Yes,
if you need to get your home sold to be able to make a move like this. That's why we were at the expo this week, was to offer our services. So we do offer a free, no cost, no obligation in-home consultation where we can come over and give you a market analysis, let you know what your home is worth, how long it should take to sell. If you want to sell it in the condition that it sits, you don't have to do a thing. You can put it on the market as is. Or if you would want to touch up a couple of things and get a few things ready for sale. And whether your timeline is, I'm going to do this in a month, or I'm thinking about doing this, or I'm going to do this in 1 to 2 years. We've been in real estate for 20 years now. I'll be here when you're ready. So if you want to have this conversation now so that you can think about your future plans and make that decision in 6 months or in a year, we can have that conversation now. Yeah. So I think that conversation is such a big part of those early steps of, am I going to be ready?
I've never been mad when someone said, well, we're not ready, but we're going to be.
Right. It's such a big decision. And sometimes you do need the information that we hold to help you make that decision. How much money am I going to get? And how is this going to work? And what's the timeline going to be?
Right.
So we can answer those questions for you. And then you can do this on your time. And we'll be here when you're ready.
It comes back to the core of what we do. And it just warms my heart that we have that honor to help other people.
Well, to be in people's lives, to be a part of such big decisions and moves in people's lives, it is an honor.
It is. And, a lot of people out there trust us, and it just makes me feel so good that I'm able to do right by people. I'm able to help someone who really needs help, and
Right. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
that's one of the things I love about our job.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, and it's funny to me because I see it in all of our agents too. Like, we're so blessed, and we get to see their hearts and how they open up to their clients
and how they connect with people. Yeah, I do love watching that, and seeing
amazing,
the relationships of our agents. And we have some really fantastic agents. So sometimes it might be me showing up at your house to do this market analysis. Sometimes you might get one of our other agents. And I've got to tell you, we have the best, most supportive, most caring, most understanding group of real estate agents you'll ever meet.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So along with us being helpers for you in the getting your home sold arena, there are also the people at the assisted living places, and us as real estate agents have many connections for you for other helpers, people to help you move, people to help you pack and downsize, people to help you maybe auction off some of your other contents, or get your house painted before you sell. Any of those things that you need. Don't be overwhelmed by the little stuff. Look for the helpers. That was the tip.
Yeah.
So
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
So another tip from the
Hold on, that was just one tip.
Well, the first one was don't wait. The second one was look for the helpers.
Okay, so that was 2 tips.
Yes, we're 2 in, and we're going for number 3.
Okay, we're doing good.
Do you want to
I'm
hear
worried
number
about
3?
time. I think we're going to have to sit here all day with Dave and maybe do like a 3-hour show.
Part 1.
He's like, no more.
You can only take so much of Handsome Jim in one day.
Exactly.
Okay, so the third tip that they gave me is that it's not scary. Don't listen to the rumors. They said you'll hear a lot of rumors when you're at this phase in your life and you're thinking about making this big move. Rumors about the finances of it, that you have to sell everything, that you have to give everything away, that they're going to take your house, that they're going to take all your money and all your savings. And so some of the listeners said, it's actually very affordable because they have different plans there that include your meals and your housing and everything included, packages with things to do and all of that. And when you break it down into that, very affordable. So don't listen to the rumors and don't be scared by the things that you might have heard where, they're going to come in and take it all and you're not going to have control or freedom because they say it's not like that.
I think that's good advice for everything in life, you know, because we hear rumors about politicians. We hear rumors about real estate. We hear rumors about everything, and you and I, like starting your own business. Like we were told, don't do it. It's scary. It's different than selling real estate. It's not the same thing. Like, are you sure that you want to take on this risk?
Right.
And
here we sit, so we must be crazy.
Yeah,
but
well,
it wasn't that scary.
It wasn't.
We looked for the helpers. We wish we wouldn't have waited. So look at all these tips.
Yeah, I think us waiting actually hurt us in the long run.
Yeah.
So I think that's the funny thing too.
Yeah, so take our advice, folks. You want to downsize and move. Okay, so the next thing, and maybe this even falls with what Jim was saying, because this could apply to us too.
Hold on, isn't there a saying like the greatest things are on the other side of your fear?
Oh, yes. On the other side of comfort, like get out of your box, don't hold back, because uncomfortable is where growth is.
Right. So,
yeah. Look at that. I'm like a self-help guru. I listen to these like Tony Robbins things all day long.
See, and I pick up some every once in a while.
Okay.
Not only am I a pretty face.
So another thing that they were telling me is that there's so much to do. There's plenty to do.
Oh, at the facility.
Yes. So they said, and I love this tagline. I actually told one of the employees there, you got to like run commercials with this. It's not your grandparents' nursing home.
That's awesome.
So whatever you have in your mind, the nursing home that your grandparents were at, this is not it. They said Ohio Living, there's so much socialization, so many activities. While we were there for the Moving Expo, they must have had 5 other things going on. They have book clubs, they have meditations, they have lunch and learns. They have lifelong learning program with education for these folks. So if there's something that you want to take classes on, they have it.
That's awesome.
They have the Akron Zoo was there with some animals that day. I mean, it is going on over there.
That's awesome. That sounds like fun.
Swimming and activity and meditation, and just the list went on and on about the things that they offer. And many of these are included in their packages. So they have activity and life packages. They said that the people in these living communities have longer lifespans, 10-year on average longer lifespans when you're in a community like this, because you're not sitting at home with nothing to do and no one to visit you, and just you and your newspaper and your radio, and you're listening to Handsome Jim when, hey, you could be at this community, and you could be taking advantage of all of the things around you and all of the opportunities open to you and making friends and having those relationships. And I just thought it was fantastic. So I'm going to give a little plug. We don't normally do this, but I was really moved by it. Park Vista on Fifth Avenue, Ohio Living. I want you to talk to Gail Chifolo. She is one of the sales associates and administrative people that I had spoken to there. And I thought she was a fantastic resource. And one of the great things that they offer is for your life, for the rest of it, for everything from independent living to assisted living to nursing living. They'll help you each step of that way. They called it a life plan community with all levels of care, even including therapy. So there you go. We're going to be taking a short break in a minute, and when we come back, we will do our home picks of the week, and we will do questions from our listeners. So if you are listening and you've got some real estate-related questions, you can, as always, email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. And if you are interested in talking to us about selling your home so that you can make that downsize and that transition into the next phase of your life, you can visit us online at kellysoldit.com. Where are you at, Jim?
Sorry.
Dead air.
KellySoldIt.com.
KellySoldIt.com. Or you can call or text us at 330-717-2689. We will be right back after this break.
Hey, if you need to sell your home without all the headaches most people experience, hey, Sean Hannity here to tell you that after years of buying, selling, investing millions of dollars in real estate, that all real estate agents do not operate the same way. Now, what makes the difference between a home selling fast and for top dollar and one that sits on the market for months and doesn't even sell at all? Well, you have a great American right in your backyard that I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Kelly Warren with Kelly Warren and Associates Real Estate Solutions. She services the entire Mahoning Valley, attracts hundreds of buyers every week, and sells an average 3 homes every week. Kelly spends thousands of dollars every month and creates demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Don't play games with your home. Call Kelly at 330-717-2689. That's 330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com. That's kellysoldit.com.
Thank you for listening. If you are just tuning in, you are listening to Kelly Warren and Associates with Real Estate Radio, right here where we're talking about real estate in the Mahoning Valley. And this morning, all morning, we have been talking about transitioning into senior living and that phase of life. And before we go any further in our topic, we're going to take a break from that and talk about our home picks of the week. So Jim has a really great home that we want to talk about. It is not that downsized transition, though.
No,
this is a move before that.
Yes, it is. So the address is 2452 State Route 534, and this is in Geneva, in Ashtabula. This home is amazing. It's one of those beautiful farmhouses with beautiful woodwork throughout the property. It's just gorgeous. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It sits on, hold on, I'll tell you how many acres.
50 acres.
Yes, 50 acres with about 40 of it.
Yeah, about
farmland.
40 is farmland. And then he said he mows like 3 to 5 acres of mowable yard.
Nice.
And then you've got the houses and the buildings and the barns and the garage and a stream. So
it's beautiful. So you get to buy your own farm, basically. What I love about Route 534 in Geneva, because I always love where everybody's house is. Like I love the ones in Boardman because they're right there by everything. And I love, the ones in the park. Because the park's so beautiful.
So what do you love about Route 534?
Right. So you think, what could Jim possibly love about this? Route 534 in Geneva, that's where all the wineries are.
Oh, so you buy a farm. You work real hard all day, and then you go drink some wine at night.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's my secondary backup plan to my retirement plan of living on a boat. Live on a farm and drink wine.
Okay. So, folks, we do handle all the way up and down Route 11. So, all the way from the river to the lake. And
Yep.
this is up by the lake. This is in Geneva Schools. And did you tell us the asking price on that, Jim?
The asking price on this is $320,000.
$320,000. I feel like that's a steal.
That
Brand
is a
new on the
steal for
market.
50 acres?
50 acres, several outbuildings, a 39 by 39 three-car garage, a 46 by 65 pole barn. There's a machine shop. There's a silo. There's an old animal barn. Like you've got it all there. And the house has had newer windows and newer sidings, hardwood floors in great shape. And it's one of those big old century homes built in 1880 that has those high ceilings and big rooms. And it's like a big country farm home with side porches. And you just sit and watch the day go by.
It's got those beams on the ceiling.
Yes.
Those are beautiful.
So I'm kind of in love with that home. If you want to see it, you need to give us a call or a text
Wait,
at
is
330.
this a country home I can convince you to move into?
I know I'm not moving, but it is a country home that we've got to convince somebody to move in. This is somebody's dream home right
It
here.
is beautiful.
330-717-2689. If you are interested in taking a look at it, you can give us a call or a text. And I am going to flip the pyramid upside down here because I've got the complete opposite house for you.
What do you got?
I have a condo in Canfield. So we're in a different area. We're a different kind of house. This is also brand new on the market with us this week. And this is listed at $172,000. And this is on Towsman Drive, 211 Towsman Drive, unit number 3. This is right off of Route 11 onto 224 onto Towsman, right there. So easy access, close to the grocery store. This is 1,400 square foot, which is a pretty nice size condo. And it is 2 bedrooms, great condition. They've had some updates there. It does have a full basement. You know, many condos are slabs and people are always like, where am I going to store all my stuff and all that?
Right.
So this has that option. So I think
that neighborhood up there is beautiful. We used to live in that neighborhood, and
Yes.
I'd walk on those streets and go for jogs and stuff like that. So it's really nice for that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a beautiful area.
Yeah, and it's got the 2-car attached garage, which a lot of condo people want the 2-car instead of the 1-car. These were built in the 90s, so still relatively new and good condition, well maintained by the HOA. So lots of pluses. If you are looking for a Canfield condo, you know those don't last long, folks. And if you're talking about that transition phase in life where you're looking to downsize, this is a good step in that direction.
Yeah.
So $172,000. You can find that one online at kellysoldit.com, or you can give us a call or a text to schedule a showing at 330-717-2689.
Where's that? kellysoldit.com.
It sure is, Jim. Yes. So we had a couple of questions from some of our listeners. And so we want to get into those for a minute. If you do have a question for us anytime, we do read some of them online. We do just answer some of them directly. Again, you can email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com.
At kellysoldit.com.
Sure.
Okay. Mary Jane in Poland says, one of my painters one time got paint on the fireplace brick. So I painted all of the brick. Will that be bad for selling?
Not necessarily bad. I'd really have to see it and see, what it looks like.
Did you paint like smiley faces? Like,
Tastefully done. Brick painted is fine. I think most people probably do prefer brick in its natural state. But,
depends.
if you had a blemish on there already, then it probably is better to fix it up.
Yeah.
So I would say it's not going to hurt you. The home will still sell. And just depending on what the rest of the house looks like and how tastefully done the brick is, may or may not affect the sale price. So I would say our best advice to you is give us a call or a text, and we'll give you that free in-home analysis where we let you know what your home is worth, and we could take it from there.
Okay. Next question. Joy in Cortland said, well, this was a good question. My driveway really sucks.
Thanks, Joy.
Will this hurt us in selling?
Our first home, do you remember our first home, Jim, on Bears Den?
Yes.
Our driveway really sucked.
It wasn't that bad.
No, that driveway really sucked.
Okay.
It was on a busier
old.
street, and it was up a hill, and it was only a single car wide. So, like, you had to floor it to get up there in the snow. Yes.
Next to it.
So we can relate, Joy. We have been there. But now, so what's the question? Is it going to hurt the sale?
Right.
So Yes and no. It's not going to hurt your value of the property. The property is still going to be worth whatever it comps out with square footage and location and lot size and all that. But what that might hurt is your desirability. Somebody might say, well, I love the house, but I don't like the driveway, or I would like the driveway at a different price, So we would just need to, again, see the property, and then I could really give you a better idea if I see it.
Yeah.
And if there's anywhere, if you have a big lot and there's somewhere else to put in a secondary driveway or to widen that driveway, things can always be changed. So you could flatten it or widen it or pave it, or whatever is wrong with it could be fixed.
Yeah, that's a cool thing about real estate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next question is from Helen in Youngstown. She asked, are hardwood floors necessary? We have them in the living space, but not in the bedrooms. Will this hurt my sale?
Hardwood floors are not necessary. Not every house has them.
Correct.
They're in style. People kind of like them.
Okay.
But even different styles of hardwood floor are in style, and different surfaces. We just did a Valley Spotlight segment on flooring. So, nice. Some people like carpet because of its warmth, and especially did you say in a bedroom, you want to get out of bed in the morning. Do you want to step onto a hard, cold surface, or do you want to step onto carpet? So it might be a personal preference there even.
Yeah.
And then the hardwood floors, if you've got pets or children or something, different people like them for different cleaning reasons or different life reasons, but other people like ceramic tile or a linoleum or a carpet or whatever. So not necessary. And again, we'd love to see the house. All of these are I've got to get my house sold soon questions, folks. So if you're thinking about that, we'd love to give you that free market analysis.
I think that's one of the reasons why we say it all the time. And we always say it's free for us to come see the house, because seeing the house is so important. Mm-hmm. There's so many things you can't tell by just a square footage, by just pictures, by just, what the tax records say and the auditor says. Seeing the property really matters.
Right.
So
yeah, big difference from each house and condition and everything else.
Right. So, okay. Ready. We only have 1 minute left.
Okay, let's go run through it. Read fast.
Oh, buddy. Ashley in South Range says, my auditor tax value says 170, but our home is really nice. I think we can get more for it. Other homes near me are selling around 225. How do I get that adjusted?
Ashley, you are exactly right.
Don't.
You probably can get more for your house than what the auditor site says. Usually that tax assessed value is not an actual sale price value. They're generally 20, 25, 30% lower than the price that the house would sell for. Right. And every house is a little bit different. But what the assessed value is based off of and what your taxes are based off of, as a homeowner, you'd like those to be lower because then your taxes are lower.
Right. Don't get it adjusted.
So it does not scare off buyers, people that are looking at your house and seeing those tax values. When they have the conversation with their real estate agent, they're going to know that that's not the price that I would pay for the house. That is just what the assessment is based off of. Yep. And I'll respond to you a little bit more in detail in the email as well.
Cool.
So thanks for tuning in this week, folks. If you have any questions, real estate related, of course, you can email us at askkelly@kellysoldit.com. We so enjoy doing this show and meeting our listeners as we come across people who call in and have questions about real estate. So if you're one of those people and you've been listening and you've got a real estate question or you'd like to buy or sell a house, you can always call us at 330-717-2689, or, of course, visit us online at kellysoldit.com.
kellysoldit.com.
Thanks and have a great week.
If you're thinking about selling your home, call the only agent to trust, Kelly Warren. Kelly guarantees to sell your home or she'll buy it. Call 330-717-2689 or go to kellysoldit.com. Join Kelly for Real Estate Radio every Sunday at 8 on 570 WKBN.